Hey everybody, how you doing?
I can't get it up there.
What a good day.
It's not going up.
We have a new graphic now.
Oh, hang on.
We don't know how
I
to
gotta
get rid
get
of
off.
it. We don't know how to get rid of it, but we put it up there early so it would just make sure you get some time to tune in ahead of time a little bit.
There you go.
We don't have a countdown clock. We're not that high tech yet.
Well, I just realized that probably was a smart thing to do because when people are scrolling, they're just going to see that for the 2 minutes.
Oh, people like us. Pandora likes us, so. All right, volume is good.
Drum
We're
roll,
all
please,
set.
Rick.
Yeah, we're all set. Good stuff,
right.
you guys. Good to have you all here as we go. We had a good day today. We had I love rainstorms.
Yes.
Having
Oh, my
lived
word.
all those years in a bus, you can sleep in a rainstorm. It's so great, the sound, like tent and camping and all that stuff. But we had a huge rainstorm this morning. It woke all of us up in the house, yeah.
Like, I didn't know what was going on outside.
Yeah.
He had gone into the other room to sleep this morning because it gets really dark in this other room.
It's a tomb. I have to sleep in a tomb.
I can sleep anywhere.
Yeah, she can.
And
She
I
literally
get so
has
tired.
she has literally a record of falling asleep in 11 and a half seconds.
Yeah, I can fall asleep pretty
It's
fast.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's got to be clean
Linda
living.
says, how are you? We're good. She's probably asking how you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, we're going to give you updates.
I
So
know.
the program tonight, we'll just give the updates real quick.
Okay.
We're going to talk about, obviously, your favorite cartoon. We're going to talk about my doctor's visit. We got
Right.
some Chuck Norris stuff that came in that we just had to continue it one more day. We're going to be done with Chuck Norris
So
tonight.
funny.
And then we got a couple other questions later on tonight. What did you miss most about being a kid? And what's your top game on your phone right now?
Right. But here, one of the things that came in, so we got 2 more pictures after everybody had sent their pictures in, and I had
Yeah.
to show them because they're so stinking cute. So this is from Ryan. Now, Ryan, I don't even know if he's listening to us. He's been really busy. But is that not adorable? He is he's our social media guy.
He's in the
helped
middle,
us.
yeah.
He's in the middle. And look at those suspenders. I'm like, that is adorable.
He's sporting it, man. He's
But
rocking
then
it.
Rachel, who you guys have,
Oh,
she's
Rachel
our,
Doring, she's
our
awesome.
British girl.
Yeah.
Look at this picture, you guys. It's so cute.
We really probably should try to caption this one, I think.
I
you
know.
Yeah.
Oh my word, how cute is she?
Yep.
That's adorable.
So
okay,
there you go.
I
There's
had
a
to share
couple-
those because they were just too cute.
We have to do a couple more that came in. So the rest of our day, let's see. Oh, we have a house full of girls, and I know you're worried
I
about
know.
Corona, but hey, it's
But they're by
Sydney's
themselves.
friends.
They're-
This,
yeah, so-
this is the nice part of having the back house, which is the Warrior house, and obviously we can't have Warriors right now. So Sydney, our daughter, is there with her girlfriends.
Yeah, we have some guys that we've had a couple of guys that are like, how soon can we come down?
Yeah,
So-
it was based on this program.
Right.
So
Once we get the okay from the governor.
yeah, we do have some bad news to tell you about one of our wounded guys who's making
Sorry.
comments.
Chris said no Sydney numbers will be down.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Thanks a
kinda
lot,
true.
Chris. Kind of
Thank you.
true. Yeah, I hate you, Chris.
Yeah.
So it's a Friday night, and
Friday night.
it is day 418 of coronavirus, so we don't know how well that works. So we got a
Right.
bunch of girls in the house tonight. They're out at a grocery store. God only knows what they're going to
Right.
come back with, but they're on their own. So Sunny and I get the weekend off, and so we will be doing nothing
Well,
tomorrow morning.
Or we have to work. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We'll probably make him breakfast and stuff.
Yeah. So,
Oh, JJ's here. Hey, JJ.
JJ, I was thinking about you today. I prayed for JJ today.
Did you?
Yeah, he was kind of
Yeah.
struggling. So, JJ, we're on your team, man. Don't
Yeah.
ever lack the courage. A buddy of mine said this: a wounded guy missing 3, Tyler, missing 3 limbs. He said, never lack the courage to reach out.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
he can say that, then we
Right.
all got to do that. So we're a
Yeah.
team, JJ.
Yeah.
We're a team.
Right, absolutely. But there was something else I wanted to show. So Chris, we have these hair pictures. People are sending in their hair pictures, so I had to share these. So
Does it look
first,
good enough today?
This is, and JJ, you'll appreciate this one. This is a man that we work with, Colonel Marrero. I
Yep,
said that right.
yep.
And he sent his picture in, which I
I'm
thought
gonna get
was,
over here so they can appreciate it.
it's,
I'll try to match his look. He's got the 1,000-yard stare on. I don't have
Right.
one of those, JJ. I got nothing. I got like a 2-foot stare.
he's awesome. Like, he rocks. Like, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing. This
Wow.
guy, he's a colonel in the Army, retired now.
Right.
He met us once in a meeting of 40 people who we didn't know all
Right.
of those people. He remembered both of our names and referred to what we did. It was like crazy.
I was crazy. I was like embarrassed that I'm like, how do you do that? Like, he had control of that meeting like nobody's business.
yeah,
It was
that's
incredible.
Colonel Marrero. So he's sporting my hairdo. He sent that in, and then
Okay, and then one of our own,
yes.
the disco dancer,
Oh,
not
God.
skater.
I don't know why we got the skater thing.
I don't
going
know.
on. No
I don't
skates.
even
I don't
determine
know.
that
I
he-
think he's making it up. I don't know.
Anyhow, he sent this in,
Yeah,
so we
here's
had to share.
Chris's. There he is. It actually took me a minute when I got it to see who the heck is this. It took me a minute, Chris. So that's his mad scientist
Oh
pose
my
there,
word, that's.
and he matches the wallpaper,
I love
so it
that
kind of
picture.
yeah.
I loved that picture. That was awesome.
It's good stuff.
That was really good.
Send us
stuff.
anything ridiculous. We wanted to remind you the program is all about sarcasm, so
Yeah.
we give away, as you know, the dubious award of line of the day. And who got it yesterday? I'm trying to remember now.
Oh, you know what? I'm so bad.
Oh, anyway, I forgot. So they've been possessing this emotionally. Now they have to surrender it here in a few minutes as we give it up for line of the day today.
You guys also have to tell me if you guys can see these pictures I'm putting up. Are they too small? Oh, Linda says your hair looks good.
Thank you, Linda.
Your hair
Very
looks
grateful.
fantastic. So, yeah, I have to tell you our story. So we did go to the doctor with Jim, and we get to the doctor's office, and not thinking, we go to the door. There is like somebody stationed at the door into the office, and I couldn't go in. So, I mean, even to get into the building, they're like, no.
They come outside. They had a clipboard. She took my temperature.
See,
it's like high tech, man.
They took his temperature, and I'm thinking, he's at a doctor. He could have a temperature. I would have been curious what they would have done if he would have really had a temperature. But anyhow, I wasn't allowed to go in. So I was going to show you my view of, where did it go, of sitting at the doctor's office. Because what was really funny, okay, so this is my view. I'm in the parking lot. Yep. But here is the thing, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but
tell us if you can see this. Now, Chris, you don't have to say anything. We know you can see it. We're on 50 inches.
Okay, it says, not today, Satan, not today. Okay, now see, the reason I find that so funny is my daughter, like, if I ask her to do anything, it's, Mom, not today, not today.
Michael,
so it was very fitting.
My favorite Michael Scott. We have the original Michael Scott joining us from the office. He's on all the time. Michael says, the pictures are fine, especially when they cover up Jim's face.
Poor
Shut it.
Fella. Yeah.
Yeah, Linda says that Chris is obsessed with the Jim and Sonny show. We actually have a working title for our show. Somebody gave it to us.
Oh yeah.
And we can put up our names under here and see if you like these names. We do want to name the show.
I know. Well, obviously.
Because for generations are going to want to know what to call this show as it begins to get mass popularity with all of our 5s or 10s of people. That's right.
Our
all right, can you see that now? Those are our names. What do you
Sonny
think? The Sonny and Hair show.
Sonny and Hair.
Okay, if you're old enough,
it might have been Chris that came up with that one. I don't know.
Can't remember. But it's a play on Sonny and Cher. So obviously I'm Hair.
It's got a lot.
So we'll see if that really works. So Michael Scott, you got to weigh in on that as well.
We'll leave it up for a while.
JJ says your hair is on point. Your hair.
Oh, my hair is on point. Oh, thank you. I actually tried to curl it today because I just don't know what to do with it. I mean,
Linda said your hair looks fantastic.
But it's like, it's rainy. It's very wet.
Yeah, we would show you.
JJ, you'll account for that because it's like.
Yeah. JJ, did that storm wake you up today? Man, that storm was awesome today. I love that storm.
So the other day we had a tornado, and it literally was by our house. But they wanted to sit outside on the lanai. I got a little scared.
It was fun.
I was scared.
Ultimately, we went back in because it was getting a little loud, a little noisy.
Yeah.
All right.
So what you guys probably do know, or maybe I think you alluded to it on Facebook, is that we're going to have a naming contest.
Yeah.
And so
you can take our names off, Sonny and Hair.
I can take it.
Well, probably because you're going to put the other stuff over the top of it, right?
All right. I'll take them off.
All right. There you go.
All right.
All right. So.
All right. So anyhow, do you want to, drum roll?
Rick Lang just said, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, Rick. Rick is a military guy we met in Germany a long time ago.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, great guy.
Okay, can I put the...
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is something you've never seen before. Jim's kidney stones.
This is it.
Right there, fellas.
Okay, right up there with them little circles. That's it, right up there.
Right.
That's me.
There you go.
We need a name for these suckers, all right? So move your head over a little bit so you can be in the screen here with me.
They know what I look like.
Oh, dear Jesus. So we need some names for those suckers. Now, we're not going to start now, so hold on to your votes and start writing them down.
But be thinking about it.
Yeah.
Right.
So tomorrow, Monday, we will announce the winners, but you can start putting them in. We'll put this post up later on tonight, but again, we're going to deal with it more tonight. This is just the tease.
But here's the funny thing. Not funny thing. A thing I should probably just mention is that really they're boulders. I mean, I know people, like someone told me that their friend had like golf ball size stones, which would be huge. Because usually they're 4 millimeters. His are 11, and he's got 2 of them.
So 11, we had our Canadians weigh in on it the other night. Susan P. Wells from Toronto, Canada, originally out of some other place. But she weighed in, and now that with the comparing metrics to inches, so it's 0.4 inches. It's almost a half inch.
Yeah, it's almost it's 0.433.
Each of them, yeah.
Right.
So they got to break them up. So the other question we're going to be asking later on tonight is what music should, because they're breaking them up with sound.
Yes,
So I want to know what songs should I request that they break them up
The procedure sounds a little much for a little fella like
the Rolling Stones has already been given to me, so it's like, please, that's been done to death.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I know
This is going to be an interesting. But the thing is they can't schedule it until after the quarantine.
Yeah, so don't weigh in on your names yet, because we'll be doing that later.
Those things have to stay in there for a little bit longer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so maybe they'll get bigger.
Well, it's weird because the hospital is closed technically. Right. So the doctor comes in and says to me, basically you're going to have to hold these things. So
Right.
I said, well, what about the blood in my urine? And he goes, well, we know what it's from, so you're not really doing any damage.
Right.
He says, unless you start hemorrhaging, then we can get the governor to give me a stay of execution, and he will
That's
allow me
awesome.
to have the surgery to have them sandblasted.
So here's the funny thing. I'm on speakerphone, and Jim's trying to cut up with this doctor. He
Oh, no.
had no...
He ain't having it.
He wasn't.
He ain't having it.
He didn't think Jim was
And he's
very
in a
funny.
mask the whole time, so I realize how much I have to read the face. And all you can read is really the eyes. So I don't know if he's sticking his tongue out at me or,
Now, how
going,
many of
"Eh."
you have taken your picture with a mask on and you're smiling? Like, I was at the store the other day, and I was smiling at people, and I'm thinking, they have no idea I'm smiling at them. They, you can't tell.
Pandora, stop giving me names for the stones. We do that later in the
No, she can
broadcast.
give names.
She did. She said Gigantor and Mammoth. And your brother-in-law Dale's already weighing in. Do not weigh in on the names yet. We're doing that later in the program.
No.
All right.
He's got huge kidney stones.
It's
like,
ridiculous.
he grows them big. Like, I guess,
I'm thinking about naming them Sonny and Sid. That's right.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are we going
Yeah,
there?
we
I don't
better
think so. No.
All
So
right.
anyhow, as you know, we talked about Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
So we had another.
And that took off. And
Yeah.
we love Chuck Norris because they'd all started because in the survival kit, the previous version
I
of
have
this.
the
Yeah.
whole thing up.
Oh, yeah. There. We put it over here. In the previous version of the survival kit, we had in there that was donated to us Chuck Norris facts.
Right.
Every guy who opened the survival kit loved those. So though hundreds of wounded guys got those, probably thousands. But so that's what started it. So now we're on to this quest, and we got a whole bunch of them. And her
Herb
third,
said blow a trumpet in him. Oh, thing 1 and thing 11.
yeah,
That's awesome.
So we got some Chuck Norrises that came in after our broadcast, and you know what? Some of them are pretty good, and so
Yeah.
we voted and thought we should do that.
They are really funny.
yeah.
I don't know how this got started. I didn't really see that in the book, but
Yeah.
I don't think Chuck Norris knew how it got started.
So this one came in. It says Chuck Norris tested positive for corona. They had to quarantine the virus. Okay, that's from Jennifer Erickson. Adam Gould. I voted this. This could be line of the day. Is Adam watching?
I don't
Adam, you better
know.
get on here because you have to be present to win. So I would put this. I would submit this as one of the lines of the day potential. He says, "I know Chuck Norris," and so I was like, "Oh my, he knows Chuck Norris." He goes, "I know Chuck Norris," and then there's a big gap in the thing, and it goes, "Best pickup line ever." I like that. So I'm nominating Adam Gould. That's my first choice for line of the day. Adam with Chuck.
That's awesome.
Yep. All
That's
right, so we got to put
perfect.
that down. All right, and then Mark Moore says Chuck Norris never does yard work. He wakes up in the morning and dares his grass to grow. We like that one. Let's see. Mike Clinton, my buddy, just had a kidney transplant, so he's been very encouraging to me. I have a friend who dated Chuck Norris many, 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 many years ago. I don't know if that's the line or if
I
you
think
did.
that's like he's been around forever. Like,
And
he's-
then Heidi
but you
Eric-
know, he's like 80,
Yeah, he is exactly 80,
which is
I think.
incredible.
Heidi Erickson says her mom had a thing for Chuck Norris.
Well, he's kind
Well,
of
there
cute,
you go.
know.
Well, your friend in Tasmania, this might be a line of the day. I don't know. She goes, "Sexy is ... Chuck Norris on the Bowflex."
Oh, there you go.
He
Nice.
says, "Not that supermodel Christy Brinkley." So, if you want to weigh in on that, so there's a few of those. And then Jimmy Bratcher sent us a link. Okay, he sent us
I
a
totally
link, and I'm
fell
going to
for it.
click on this. We totally fell for it, and it says,
No Chuck Norris.
it says. Google won't search for Chuck Norris. I'm going to show you on the screen here.
It looks like
It
it's
looks like
real.
the real deal.
The website is like no Chuck Norris.
Okay, here it is.
I don't know if they can.
Can
really
you see that?
There it goes. I think they can see that.
Yeah, you can see that.
There you go.
All right. So there, what it says if you couldn't is Google won't search for Chuck Norris because it knows you don't find Chuck Norris, he finds you.
There you go.
That's pretty good stuff. And that came from who? Jimmy Bratcher. Do you think Jimmy Bratcher could get line of the day? I'm not even nominating the guy.
No.
He's never here. He's never here. He's laying
Well,
on the couch.
he does his own. He does his own.
Honey,
so-
whatever. Yeah,
All
whatever.
right. Well, we do need you guys to weigh in about what is your favorite, and that was what we had up.
Oh, yeah.
You know, what is your
Cartoons.
favorite cartoon?
Right.
Yeah, because of course I had several. You know, when you have kids, you have to watch cartoons. You know, when you're watching cartoons, and what was the bummer though is when I had a favorite of her cartoons, and then she didn't like it,
Oh, no,
and she would
yeah.
get tired of it. And I'm thinking, oh please. Some of them I really did like SpongeBob. I liked for a while. It got a little old.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We had some of our people that don't watch us, and I've encouraged them too, so they may jump on tonight. Jack Chisholm, an old friend of mine, says Baby Huey.
Baby
Remember
Huey.
that one? Yep.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
one.
Bruce Swires, who comes on here every now and then, he's worthless, but anyway. Bruce says Simpsons. is what he did. Jennifer Erickson said, which I can't believe, Beavis and Butthead.
Gwendolyn said, "Thank goodness I'm dyslexic and can read your cell because letters look backwards."
Oh, we figured you. Oh, that's right. You can figure that out. Come on, our dyslexia works. My
Cindy
Debbie
has dyslexia.
Debbie Jass, my cousin, says Rocky and Rocky the Flying Squirrel, not Rocky and Bullwinkle, but he spun off on his own. I think there was a breakup between Rocky and Bullwinkle, and Rocky spun off on his own.
Really?
As the Flying Squirrel, yeah.
I
think
did
there
not
was a
know
break.
that.
I think there was some contract negotiation.
Thundercats from the 80s, JJ
and
said.
of course, Bob Atwood, what did he say?
Either. Ren and Stimpy.
Remember that
my
one?
word.
So,
Scooby-Doo-Doo.
oh, there you go. And let's see who else.
Augie, Doggy,
Linda
and-
Matthews, Underdog.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. I love
Linda
it.
Putt said Augie Doggy and Daddy Doggy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Okay, who else?
Deputy Dog. Dale.
Sherry Bratcher. I can't read that one, though. I don't know
Oh,
what
that's the big,
Oh, Foghorn Leghorn.
yeah.
Is
So he's
Sherry
not a
Bratcher's.
hen.
Yeah.
He's a rooster.
Michael Scott weighed in with Animaniacs. Oh, man, that was a great one. Animaniacs did one episode I'd like to find where they named all the countries. Of course, now it's out of date, I'm sure.
Right.
But they name all the countries in a song in like a minute and 10 seconds. It was awesome.
Right.
It was pretty cool. So weigh in, whatever you got there
Bugs Bunny.
for your favorite.
Bugs Bunny or Linda. Yeah, I mean, Bugs Bunny is just classic. And then you know what's so funny? It's little did we know we were listening to classical music the entire time.
Oh, I know
I
it.
mean, who
Yeah.
knew that? I mean, I guess the adults did, but
Yeah.
as kids, you thought of it as cartoon music when actually it was great classical music.
Well, and one of my favorite episodes is, mine, I put it up, was Daffy Duck. Love Daffy Duck. And the episode where Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd are doing an opera.
Oh,
You know?
I remember that
yeah,
one.
that one, and it won an Oscar, but that's one of my favorite ones. I used to have half of the song memorized of
Right.
Elmer Fudd, what he sings, but I can't think of it right now.
You guys should also what one did you hate? Like I told you, I didn't like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
Now, do we have
that
a
just got
couple
old.
of the montages or not of all the characters, or just the one for later for the game?
No, I said the ones that you gave me. I put those up here.
Let's put one. Do you already put them up?
No, not yet.
Oh, let's put
Chip and
one.
Dale.
Oh, Chip and Dale, Linda, Orlando. Yep.
Michael Scott, we have all the episodes of Animaniacs.
I'm so jealous. I'm coming up there. We're going to sit there for a week and watch them. Tom and Jerry for Chris and Linda. Herb Thurn.
Oh my
Tweety
word,
Bird.
Jen Griff is on here. Jen, we haven't talked to you in forever.
Jen Griff is
Like
on
that's
here?
big.
Is that Jen? Oh my goodness, the years have not been kind.
Oh, that she always looks amazing.
Yeah, she does. Good to
Yeah.
see you, Jen. Hope you're
Yeah.
doing well. And you got to weigh in on this now, Jen. What's your favorite cartoon?
Yes. So anyhow, I the ones I didn't like was Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. That was my least favorite.
It is frustrating, and I think he catches him in one or two episodes. I think he caught one that I saw. He catches him and then goes, "Now what do I do?"
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he didn't know what
I
to
don't
do.
remember
I
that.
think that was one. Yep.
Because that would probably take the fun out of it. You
Jen
know?
Griff says we're adorable together, but she's really just referring to me. I'm pretty
The
sure.
hair.
Yeah, it's the hair
The
that wins him
hair.
every time. All right, let's see who else weighed in on cartoons. Augie Doggy already did that. I think we got him. Scooby-Doo.
Okay, well, we're going to play a little video
Oh,
for
yeah.
you guys that Jim found. And
Oh,
it really is
love
cute.
this video. Here we go.
You want to set it up or anything?
This is a setup of my childhood right here.
Right here.
Yep.
You know what? It really is. And actually, one of these was my favorite, but I don't know if it would
If
be
you don't
considered a
ask me to
cartoon.
redo this, you're not an American. Okay, I'm pretty sure. So you're gonna want to see this twice
Yeah,
at
it is
the
really
end of the
cute.
show.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
The indisputable leader of the gang.
With the world's only boxing robots, the Rock'em Sock'em Robots by Marx.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can.
Oh, what a beautiful day for Frankenberry.
HR pumpkin stuff. Who's your friend when things get rough?
It's Bud Helmet!
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
All right, there it is.
Is that not the best? Just saying.
It really is. Okay, so HR Puffin stuff. Do you guys remember that? Like, that was one of my all-time favorite. He wasn't allowed to watch it. I think
No.
it's because it was about magic.
I think it was.
Yeah, he had a magic. Remember,
I don't
it
know any of
talked.
it.
The wand talked.
Oh, really? I have no
Yeah,
idea.
see, yeah.
No, nothing. I got
That
nothing.
would have been a no.
So my dad had been a Catholic, and my mom was a Lutheran. And then when they got together, and my dad came back from the war, and they started having kids, they said, "You know what? We're not going to argue about a religion." So my dad says, "I'll stop being a Catholic." My mom says, "I'll stop being a Lutheran. We'll pick something in the middle," and they picked Baptist.
Wow.
Not even close.
Doesn't
We should
even
have been
make
like
sense now, does it?
Episcopalians or Presbyterians
Right.
or something.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's right. Your dad finally joined. I don't know why he's late. Dad, you are like 20 minutes late.
Oh,
I don't
Michael
know.
Scott is in Buffalo. Oh.
Oh,
He's
that's right.
on WEC.
Oh,
I know. Like,
see,
that's
Chris
so
and Linda, that was
track.
awesome. Top Cat, love Top Cat. That had to be good stuff. He was teaching us how to steal. Do you remember the commercial with
Cat. Man, I must
Top
have.
Cat was always ripping stuff off.
Okay.
He's a little cat.
I don't remember that
And he had a
one.
gang of cats. But the what was I talking about?
Mikey, he likes it. I know.
Oh yeah. What cereal was it, everybody? I'm not going to say it. What cereal was it? Type it in if you remember what cereal Mikey ate that nobody else would eat.
Do you really know what it
Oh
is?
yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
But we were
think I
talking.
do.
I remember the commercial of Fred and Barney Flintstone, sitting, leaning against a wall, smoking a cigarette. Both of them after a hard day at work, and they talked about. I think it was Camels. Somebody better Google that and find out what Fred and Barney were smoking in that commercial. But
Really?
they were pushing cigarettes on kids back then.
Oh, wow.
You can Google that and see that commercial still.
We
I have done
think we might do one day where you guys have to life.
Yep.
Was that it? Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to do a where we have to remember the commercial jingles, which I just don't feel like there's all these jingles like there used to be. Are
Yeah.
there jingles? There's not jingles anymore to commercials.
Yeah, probably not. But we're spoiled because we're cable cutters. We don't have cable
Yeah,
TV.
we don't really watch commercials.
If you want to lose weight, stop watching TV, especially live TV, because you get all the commercials about food. So we went to Amazon Prime, Netflix, and what else did we do? Oh, Disney Plus.
Well, here's the thing I figured out.
So
In
no
the morning,
commercials.
we've been watching, the local news.
Yeah.
Oh my word! I think everybody that watches that sues people because
Every commercial is about get a lawyer.
Get a lawyer.
It's like
Go be your lawyer.
I
We'll
called one
represent
just to
you.
be safe, so I've got 2 guys on retainer.
I'm like,
You never know.
does everybody watching the news want to sue somebody? It was kind of interesting.
Oh, now there are memes and gifts. Carla Wiseman says Carla's watching us.
Oh,
Carla's
Carla.
watching us because mostly she wants to see where her son's money is going.
Okay, right. So if you guys watched the other day, Carla is the one whose son got up in the middle of the night and played his French horn based on something that Jim said.
The
and
demon-
Carla, we're still coming to pay your child his
No,
money.
we're not paying
Yes, we
him.
are.
No, we're
He's
not.
just been ill, so we haven't.
Very ill. Plan to be ill for.
We were
man,
supposed to
about
actually
12 more
come
years.
the day that we had to go to see the kidney doctor, the urologist.
It's the first show had a couple sleep in the. That is the first show that a couple slept in the same bed.
Oh, what show was that, Dad?
Is he talking about Fred and Wilma? I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
Was it the
That
Flintstones?
could be.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Carla's definitely watching to make sure where the money went. All right. Her child sent me this thing because he wants to buy a French horn and be in the band at school, and so I wanted to buy pop. He said I had to buy popcorn, so I started clicking on this stuff without looking at the prices. When I got to the cart, it was like $130 worth of popcorn I spent on that little.
Okay, but
knucklehead.
here's the bizarre thing. We'd already moved to Florida. He had it sent to Indiana.
Had the wrong address. So now I got $130 worth of popcorn up there, and I thought, my administrator, Sandy, is going to love this. And she goes, I have diverticulitis. I can't eat popcorn. I'm like, great. Now I got to pay to ship it down here and give it away. And then by the time it got here, I was on a diet.
Oh, Flintstones, Dad said. Flintstones
Oh.
was the first place. Oh, Chris Sutherland is saying hi to you, Carla.
Oh, yeah.
There's family on here. Oh.
Bill Cosby's first couple in bed.
Bed. Oh, yeah.
Carla, I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, because I don't think Mary Tyler Moore, I thought they did, but they did.
Oh, I don't know.
Not Mary Tyler Moore. It was Dick Van Dyke Show.
Oh,
I thought,
right,
But
right,
they
right.
had separate beds. But
I
Fred
know.
Flintstones.
The Flintstones, okay. Well, Neil would
you
know
go.
that. It is weird that Neil knows that because that is not an Ohio State University fact.
I know. My dad is not really just Ohio State. It's Ohio State band.
Yeah, the band, really. The
And I got to
football-
tell you, they are pretty good. One day we should just play that at the
Oh,
end
Lord,
of it.
don't even do that. He's going to
They're
start
really good.
sending us stuff already.
I can't believe how. Oh,
Yeah. Virginia Mahoney is now on. What did she say?
oh, that's right. Virginia, her friend up in Pensacola, or by Pensacola, when she in the Panhandle. Remember,
Oh,
she
that's
left us and
right.
went up there. He does jingles. He wrote jingles.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
so they still write jingles. I just can't think of any jingles.
Do you remember Barry Manilow?
Yeah, he wrote them all.
He wrote a ton of them. He wrote.
Yeah.
I remember hearing him do the McDonald's commercial. I think.
I mean, he
Yeah.
did the Band-Aids. He did
Yeah.
Oscar Mayer. He was
Yeah.
I went to see
Okay,
him in
we're
concert.
arguing over Oscar Mayer. You can weigh in on this because I learned it as I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be. Because if I was an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would take a bite of me.
It wasn't a bite of me. Everyone would be in love with me. Wasn't that
Which
it?
one was it? I know now you'd never get by with taking a bite of me. I know that would never
Yeah,
fly.
I don't think
Or
that's
maybe it would.
right. And you didn't really watch TV as a child, so
Hey!
I don't think you can really weigh in. I'm just saying.
Oh,
just
God.
saying.
Scott Wiseman weighs in with Roadrunner and Coyote was his favorite. Yeah, it was a good one. Okay, Scott, so
See,
how
that
many
was the one
times
that-
does the Coyote catch the Roadrunner in the whole series? I think it's twice, Scott, but you weigh in on that. Do some Google work.
Yeah.
Scott's a teacher, and also Scott has been soccer coach of the year for the biggest school in our area nationwide.
He's awesome.
He's made amazing awards. Great guy. We
It's
love
fun
him.
to go watch the games.
Yep. Very good stuff.
Right, right.
Adam Gould is late, and Adam, you have been nominated for a line of the day.
Okay, Dale just said I'm right. Thank you, Dale.
What did Dale say? Which
You know
part?
what? Whenever we start arguing, I
Oh.
should just bring it here, and you guys vote.
Okay, we have to settle this though because
Love with me and love with thank you.
Adam Gould,
Thank you.
love with me. Okay, but Adam, you have been nominated by me for line of the day, and it was your Chuck Norris line, which says, "I know Chuck Norris." Pause. 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 Best pickup line ever. That was really good. That one took me off guard. I thought, Adam knows Chuck Norris? So you're nominated for line of the day to be able to emotionally and psychologically possess the tooth for a 24-hour period. It has just been handed back in emotionally by Zach Somm.
Oh, that's right. Zach Somm had it.
Zach Somm had it.
Yeah.
So it's been handed back in. See, Rick, never side with Sonny.
Thank you.
Yeah,
See?
that's
Thank
my
you.
hair is falling. I don't know. My hair is falling.
So
It's
I
the
can
weather.
actually say, he said really cool. There you go.
Yeah,
Sonny.
exactly.
I-
24
there.
hours you get to possess that, okay, emotionally.
There you go.
So there you are.
All right. So Jim found, I have to just share this with
Yeah.
you. I thought it was really cute. It's this little thing. It was, and you know what? I'm sure some of you have seen all of these, but this was really funny. Can you read that? Do you know what it says?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says Lutherans at home on Sunday morning. So
All
you got
right.
to have the first 2 rows empty.
If you're Lutheran, I'm sorry if you're offended, but it was really kind of funny. It really applies to almost any church.
The wonderful thing about
Nobody sits in the front.
The wonderful
the
thing
first
about
rows.
Lutherans, you can't possibly offend them.
Really?
Yeah, they believe in everything. They got everything.
Seriously?
They got it all covered. Sure.
I don't know. I
That's
thought
what
that
I'm
was.
going with.
I just thought it was funny, just in church in general. Like no one wants the first 2 rows.
Okay, Adam Gould wants to know if it's a sweet tooth. I have never licked it because I wouldn't want that to be passing around emotional germs.
Yeah,
so
because-
I don't know if it is actually a sweet tooth.
Yes. So you
I don't
could
know.
actually maybe give them.
We
the-
did have a dentist on one night, and he told us what it was, but neither you and I can
Oh
remember.
no! It was Sharon. She's a dental hygienist, and she said it was. Oh yeah, she had this extrapolar.
Yeah, right. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
We have no idea. Beth Atwood has just finally joined us. If we could just have a moment of silence while
I know.
Beth joins us. She's
Okay,
like
we love-
35 minutes
We
late.
love Beth. She made masks for us. I don't know if I should tell her that. Maybe because everyone will bombard her and want her to make a mask.
Yeah, ask Beth
She
for
rocks.
Beth for a mess. She has nothing to do. She's unemployed. She got canned from her last job. Terrible thing.
That is so.
She was stealing
did it.
Post-its. That's the truth. She was stealing Post-its and
Okay,
paper clips.
If she lived in Florida, we would hire her in a second.
No, we wouldn't, because it comes with her son. Then you got to have Wit.
Oh, we love
son.
Wit's already here. We love Wit. Yeah.
Okay, I named him Wit. His name is actually Jared, but his God-given name, I tend to believe that I give God-given names.
He does.
And his name is World's Happiest Teen, because he wasn't. And so I named him WHT, Wit, World's Happiest Teen. So, and that name has stuck with him, and I think it's probably most of his passwords. So he's a good friend. He and I talked today.
Cindy's name is Bernadette.
Yeah, Bernadette. We named her Bernadette. And Sonny is Sonny, so there you go.
There you go. There you go.
That's the excitement from the home office.
Dad is saying preachers spit when they get to yelling so that you don't sit up front.
Oh,
So-
that's what it is. Okay, so how many of you sat in the 3rd row at the Lutheran church? See, you're from Minnesota. It's all Lutherans. Okay, it's all Lutherans because they're all Swedes, and some Scandinavians are Swedes and
Right.
Norwegians, and it's all Lutherans. So we grew up with the Lutherans, and then we were the other side of the tracks being Baptist.
Baptist.
And if you're from the South, it's B-A-B-T-I-S-T, Baptist.
Okay.
But we were Baptists.
All right.
Okay, I don't know the difference, but it's the way you say it.
All right.
So there you go.
All right. So
Bob Atwood has also now joined us.
so
But he'll only last about 2.5 minutes because his ADHD kicks
this
in
is
rather
who
quickly.
I think Jim is going to become.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
See? There you are.
I know he's the thing, but he's turning into stone.
Yeah.
Not his heart.
No.
He's a sweetheart.
It's from my
But he is becoming. I'm going to call
my
him.
kidney stones.
I'm going to call him Boulder Boy.
Boulder. Yeah, because somebody
my
sent
Boulder
us
boy.
that, didn't they? That
Yes,
picture?
my sister-in-law said,
Yeah.
"Oh, here." I said, "I'm going to call him Boulder Boy," and she sent that picture. I'm like, "Oh my word, that's Jim."
Yeah.
He's turning into a rock slowly.
All right. Should we get to the meat of the matter, you think, or not yet? Do you have other things to go through? Do you want to put up the slide and we begin the naming process?
I think we could start
Are we
giving
about
some
there?
names.
All right,
Yeah.
so what we're trying to do here is I have
Yeah.
2 stones, 11 millimeters, which is about almost a half an inch each. So that's a lot of stuff. So they have to go up inside Mr. Johnson and
gonna
put a
hurt.
stint up there,
gonna
and then
hurt.
they go all the way up there, and then they blast it with sound.
Yeah.
Okay, this doctor who had no sense of humor, I said to him, can I pick the music that we will blast it with? You guys, he didn't even blink or pause in the sentence. He just kept going on. And
Yeah.
she was on the phone. She's like, wow, that didn't work.
Yeah. Jim did a couple little one-liners. Yeah, nothing was flying
Nothing.
with this guy. It was kind of
Most
funny.
surgeons are kind of like that, but
Yeah.
he kind of typified it.
Right,
We've
right.
been watching a show about a surgeon.
Right. Well, as you know, my ex-husband is a surgeon, and my daughter tends to have his sense of humor.
Yeah. Or lack thereof, whichever it is. But we watched this show called Doc Martin.
Right.
If you want to get into a series, you're going to need subtitles on it.
You
It's
gotta
British,
watch, yeah.
but it's pretty funny. He has a blood phobia. He's a surgeon. He's in a small town,
Right.
but it's funny stuff. But
Very dry.
he's classic. Somebody will be talking when he's trying to take blood pressure, and he'll go, "Shut up, shut up."
Yeah.
It's pretty good stuff.
Had to be there.
So anyway, we have to name the stones, and we also would like your best suggestions on what you feel would be the music that the stone should be blasted with. Okay, the obvious ones, don't even bother giving them to me. The Rolling Stones. No. Okay, we've already had that like 32 times already. So get creative with this. We're going to have some fun. And I think we're going to do this. I'm going to try to save a piece of one of the stones, and we will then give that to the winner of the stone naming contest.
Virtually.
No, we're going to ship that sucker out.
It's a virtual giving you the stone. All right. We'll go to the picture. Here we go.
Here we are.
All right. And
Work
Jim,
on your names.
I want you to do that when we come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Virginia, one of our fans has asked us to do something.
love Virginia. That's
yeah,
one of-
Virginia
that's
is
my
talking
very
to
best
us
friend.
from Tasmania.
Yes.
She came and stayed with us with her
miss
boyfriend
her-
Dave. Oh, they were awesome. Or Dave.
Tremendously.
Pardon me. His name
Paul.
ain't Dave. Paul.
Sorry, I didn't hear you say that.
Virginia, I'm so sorry. Okay, Virginia said, "Hey Jim, will you give my grandfather who fought in Gallipoli and my dad World War II, I'm sorry, a shout out as it is Anzac Day. Oh, here in Australia today, and we are remembering our fallen for those who returned home."
Oh, that's neat.
Virginia, that's awesome. Are you kidding? We'd be honored to do
A
that.
6 a.m. dawn commemorative that Aussies and Kiwis participate in this day every year.
Well, that's awesome. Yes, we would love if we
Wow,
didn't
that's
have the
pretty cool.
Australians. They did a ton for us, and we did a bunch with them, and we're super grateful for their involvement in the war. And this is their version of 6th of June, kind of a deal for us.
Right.
So yes, we'd like to give a salute. So if you guys would just send me a whole bunch of thumbs up right now for Virginia and for her dad. So we would like to thank her grandfather and her dad. Thank them both very much for their service.
Yeah, that's amazing.
They're amazing people. Very
Yeah,
good.
That's really
Very
cool. Thank you for sharing that, Virginia.
Yes, very, very cool. So, as long as we're on the subject of the military, should we talk about Brent real quick?
Yeah, just real quick.
Yeah,
Then
let's
we'll
talk
go on
about
to
Brent.
lighter news.
Well, we've met 13,000 combat, and maybe you've heard that a lot, but if you're new with us, that's a new number. We've met about 13,000 combat injured troops, a lot of great American heroes, and of them, we have gotten to be very close friends with hundreds of them. And that has been really cool, and that has meant a lot to me. And every now and then we lose one of them. And the other night we lost one just a couple of nights ago. And I wanted to read you what a mutual friend put up. And please forgive me for trying to find this. I have to pull it up real quick. And I want to read it. So Mike.
It's right there.
Yeah, right there is him.
No,
yeah,
back. Oh,
that
you're
one.
good. Okay.
Right. So Mike Kane is a very good friend of mine, and he's a double amputee, and I've known him pretty much from his month of injury. But Mike was a good friend of our mutual friend, Brent, and I will leave his name out, his last name, but he says, he posted this yesterday, Mike Kane did. "The news is crushing. One of my good friends and wounded warrior, Brett Hoss, released himself from the demons he was facing. I can't begin to comprehend this. He was a gentle giant and a ladies' man. Love you, Hoss, and I will miss you so much." And he posted some pictures of him, but I'll just put one up for you guys real quick. So this is Hoss. And I've known him, several years. And he was just a great guy. And Mike had talked to him a few days ago, Sonny, and he was up. He didn't know he was struggling with depression. He wasn't real outspoken about it. He had incidents months ago or years ago where he had just maybe talked a little bit about it. But
Well, that's where people have to reach out. You have to reach
Yeah.
out. I mean, that's not fair to not reach out if you're going through something, because people want to help.
yeah, Tyler, one of our mutual friends with Mike, and he's a wounded
Yeah,
guy. He's a
you were just
triple
saying that.
amputee. And I quoted him earlier, and I'll quote it again, where Tyler's statement is never lack the courage to reach out.
Right.
You have to reach out. So if you're military and you're a vet, first of all, thanks for your service. Like Virginia's family, we're super grateful for that. But then we also want to remind you, there are sand demons. There are things that are after you that aren't after the rest of us. And you know what? We all fix this as a village.
Right. But even if you're not, I mean, there's people going through stuff, especially
Absolutely.
right now.
Absolutely.
It's kind of concerning.
Well
that-
said.
Yeah.
Well said. We're trying to name kidney stones, people. Come
I
on.
know. Let's just get back to the light stuff now. And
The course of the free will does not hinge on this program, which we are grateful for. However,
You could read some of
we
those.
did
but-
hear that Trump was watching, but we think it's a bad rumor from some neighbor or something. We don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Aaron Free has left us and come back yet again, and now he's trying to make statements. So I don't know. I don't
All right.
understand.
Well, you got to read some of the people
Oh,
are naming
right.
your.
Oh, here we
opinions
go,
and
here we
everything.
go.
This is a big deal.
This is a big deal.
I know.
All right, so we got
Two
Rock.
two little fellas
Adam
are going to
Gould,
get named.
Adam Gould says Rock of Ages. Oh, Jared Atwood says Highway to
sweating.
Hell. That's my boy. That's Wit right there, Jared Atwood.
Wait,
I
what
love
did Wit say?
Wit said Highway to Hell. We should play that.
Oh, that yeah. Bust that sucker up there.
Yeah.
Oh, both of them.
Let's see. What else do we got here? Rock of Ages. Help me out, dear.
Oh.
Stalactite and
Gigantor.
stalagmite. Gigantor. Yeah. So.
Look at that. Wait, break it up with my achy, breaky stone.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah.
Oh.
I got somebody sent me an album cover picture, and it was Perry Calavig from out in California. And he said the music I should play is "There's a Whole Lot of Shaking Going On."
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
There was something. Oh, Rolling Stone. What was the Rolling Stones song? Did you already say that one?
Oh no, I didn't.
Mike
but,
Lafferty gave you that one.
Oh
didn't
yeah,
I?
Mike Lafferty did. I think
James
I wrote
Brister's
it down.
on.
Oh, cool.
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie. Oh,
Jim actually talked.
Hey, Bert.
He actually thought about those names, Bert and Ernie.
Oh, Heather said the music they should play is the final countdown. And then Herb says they should blow the shofar up there, and I'm just like, that's just not even right. And then Bruce, one of our sponsors, Bruce Wagner out of Phoenix, Arizona, he says maybe they could just play the music and the audio from the show or from the game show from the '80s, Asteroids. So I thought that was a
we
pretty
didn't
good
tell
one.
you, but so like they're going to go up there once and they're going to try to blast them away. But if that doesn't work, they got to go twice.
Okay, so another one, Song Honey, was from Bruce Wires, and he suggested they play the songs Monster and Hero from Skillet.
Oh, I don't know that
I don't
one.
know those ones, yeah. And then, of course,
That's a Rolling Stone. Papa was.
Rolling Stone.
That's hilarious. Scott says, shook me all night long.
Oh, there you go. Now,
Sharon Free said, gone and be gone.
oh, nice.
Yes.
I like that. And
Rock
then
one and rock two.
Jimmy Bratcher suggested, because I'm always teasing about Kenny G, because he hates Kenny G, and he says, let's name him Kenny and G. Yeah. And then somebody has suggested Mick and Keith from the Rolling Stones, of course. So we've had a bunch of those. So weigh in on those. We're going to go over these and
Chris
review
Soderlund
these.
said, music that you should play during the removal should be the Flintstones tune with the whistle at the stone quarry.
Oh, nice.
Get it.
I like that.
That's pretty cute.
I like that. Rock 1, roll 2. Yep. Oh, and then
The
Gwen.
Jaws theme song. Dun, dun.
Oh, that'd be good.
That's
Gwen,
awesome.
Gwen says Heart of Stone by Huey Lewis. You didn't say that one already, did you?
No. I
Rock'em
don't
and
think it's done.
Sock'em would be the names Michael Scott says. Rock'em and Sock'em. That would be good. So there you go. There's
Yeah,
some,
that's awesome.
There's some good stuff there. Well, if you would remember, switching back to a little bit serious, remember to pray for Brent's family.
Yes.
And I'm sure they're beyond devastated over this. Just one of the smiliest guys I'd run into. He's
We'll
the
pray for his family
tallest.
at the end.
Yeah, we'll close out with that.
Yeah.
Tallest single amputee or tallest wounded I'd ever met. He's about 6'7".
Well, Mike, the guy who told us, he
Yeah.
is a big boy.
Yeah, he's about
he is-
6'4", I think.
Oh, man, he's a big boy.
Yeah. So very
Yeah,
sad
he's
to
a-
lose one of our own, man. So keep
Yeah.
those guys in prayer. So Virginia, your timing was perfect tonight. Thank you so much. If
Yeah.
anybody says you got bad timing, you just tell them this story, and you know you don't.
All right, so while you guys are coming in with some more names, I have to show you this video. So this video, when you see it, you'll know, was actually when we were walking in the malls, when we were trying to, I think it was during the holidays, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And Jim put this jacket on. And if I
the
could
jacket
capture,
made me do it, literally.
literally.
If it fit a little better, it would be on. Oh, by the
Oh,
way,
my
I have a
word.
new shirt on. We have
Yeah.
to thank
Christine.
Christine Parker down in Arizona. She sent me for my birthday this shirt, people. I know I'm going to stand up, give you the full effect. I'm not wearing pants, though, so I can't go all the way
Thank
up.
goodness. We've
Look
got
at that.
company. He's got to wear pants.
Yeah. But I've had the same pants on for like 6 days. That's right.
So anyway, we're going through the store, and he puts his jacket on. Well, he was like, look at this jacket. And, of course, he puts it on. I never know what he's going to do, but so I captured the moment. And I put it up on Facebook, I think, around December. But anyhow, here it is again.
You got to listen to the audio. It's sweet, people.
Oh, he
It's
likes saw it at
just
the end. But
sweet.
here we go. I thought you guys would enjoy.
Here we go.
Okay, this is too much. And that's why I love you.
Do it.
That's my perfect one, isn't it?
Okay.
It's
did
on
you like
tape.
the part where he's flopping his hand, his
It's just,
arms?
you
I'm
know
like,
what? It's
what is
literally the music just moves me. You probably couldn't hear the music, but
He does this little it's like a chicken move or something. I've never even seen
honey,
anything like that in my entire life.
it's a total chick magnet. From all the bars I was in, that was my big move. It's my big move. was never in really any
He
bars.
never was in a bar.
Never really, but
Yeah.
you know.
We went one time to a restaurant and it was packed. And it was one of our favorite places to go.
We're
And
barely dating.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we're barely dating. And I said, let's just go sit in the bar. And he goes, we can't go sit in the bar. We can't go in the bar. I'm like, we're not going to be drinking in there. We're just going to eat. We can get served in there. We can't go in there.
It's not right, people. It's
I
not
know.
right. I held
I
my
know.
ground, got my King James Bible out, held it up to me and said, Jesus, protect me
I'm like,
from
well,
this woman.
I'm going to go eat in there so I can get my food.
Jim,
So that's the guy I remember.
James Brister says, TMI on the pants, Jim, TMI. I do not need a picture in my head of you in pants for 6 days.
I know.
Please say you at least showered. I did shower a couple of times.
That's that I never knew you had a seizure disorder. It's kind of scary.
Beth, seriously?
Right.
The number one mentor of your son, you're going to treat me like
Oh,
that.
Carla said I felt like I was at the club.
See, Carla? Carla's from El Salvador. Their moves down there are way hotter than here.
Russ
a lot of
came
people
to
aren't
mind.
ready for those kind of moves.
I know, like, I really, you know what? Every now and then I'll just watch it just because the flapping, I don't know why, it cracks me up.
The jacket brought it out. Did you see how the jacket glistened when I did
And you
that?
know what? The thing is he was totally in the moment when he was doing it. Like, he was totally enjoying himself. It was hilarious.
Adam says the ending is the best, as is the case with all of Jim's videos. Did you hear what I said, or what she said at the ending, Adam? That's the big one right now, okay? She said,
And this is why I love you.
there you go. So it's
Right.
on recording right now. Make a note of it, people.
Right.
That's
He
it.
can make my day, that's for
Oh,
sure.
she's amazing.
He makes my day.
So Gwen says Jim's dancing is like a bad car accident. You don't want to look away, but you do want to look away, but you're curious. Oh, Gwen, you're killing me.
Oh, and I forgot to put this one up earlier. It's a montage.
Yes, here we
I
go.
saw it on Facebook.
There
but
you go.
Yes, it's all the people that have sent us pictures.
So on the
so
top
far.
left is Chris Soderlund. On the top right is
Bob Seeley.
Bob Seeley. On the bottom left is Herb Thurn. And on the bottom right is my dear friend Matt Gould.
Right?
Matt Gould, yep. So we now have Mark.
Please send me your pictures in. I love the pictures.
Oh, Mark Green is watching. Hey, Mark. Mark's a colonel in the military.
Oh, yeah,
And
Mark.
Mark
wait a
is
minute.
back. He's been out of the country helping with a lot of humanitarian stuff. He's retired. He
We don't
says
get to
hello,
catch
him
up
and
with a lot
her.
of people
Love you guys.
anymore.
Thanks, Mark. We love you. All right, Joshua, we said we made his day. He says we made his day.
Gwendolyn said, like a bad car accident, you're dancing.
Yeah.
You don't want to look, but you're curious.
Yeah,
So you
exactly.
aren't going to hear. And you know, that's how I feel sometimes. Like, there's times I'm watching him thinking, what's he going to do? Am I going to laugh or am I going to be horrified?
No.
Or am I going to have to go apologize to people? As Scott Wiseman said, if he's still on,
No.
is clean up on aisle 5.
Yeah, it is. It's clean up on aisle
Yeah.
5. Scott says that all the time. So there you go, people. If you want me to send you a copy of that, I can send it out, you know. Linda says the picture's funny. It is. I have to show you the best picture.
Oh,
I
James
have.
Richard said, I always thought that dance was some kind of itch he had. It does kind of look like that, doesn't it?
It kind of looks like my pants are falling down or something. Okay, I want to show you the best looking woman in a mask I've ever seen.
Oh, Lord. Okay. No.
Yeah.
He goes, smile. I was smiling.
She did, literally.
I know.
I punked her totally.
Smile. I'm like, I am smiling.
That's it. All right.
Oh, see, Scott Weisen just basically gave me an amen. It's cleanup, isn't it, Scott? It's cleanup behind him.
It's all good. It's all good, people.
Wow.
It's all good.
God love Debbie.
Yeah, I don't know how she did it.
Years.
That's
They were
true.
38 years.
I have, as somebody once told me after they met Sonny, he goes, Jim, you have outkicked your coverage twice in your life. Yes, that is very, very true.
Okay, well, I have to tell a funny story. So, I do laugh at almost all of Jim's jokes, which is kind of sad for me. But Sydney's like, you always laugh at everything Jim says. Well, here's the funny thing. I used to say that to Debbie about Jim. I used to be like, Debbie, you laugh at everything Jim says. Somehow I didn't think he was funny. As funny.
See? It's
I
the
didn't think he
Kool-Aid.
was as funny.
It's the Kool-Aid, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Kool-Aid.
I'm like, what do you do to the women that
Well,
you're married?
there's a special formula of Kool-Aid that we serve here in the Peters household.
So you said, Gwendolyn said I should have had a white coat and taken you away.
Yeah, and you saw what Scott just posted up there now.
We had to clean up after Aunt Deb occasionally too. See, telling you, poor Deb.
That's good stuff. All right, so you've weighed in on the naming and on the song. So we're going to put that out and get some official rally tally votes when we put it up on Facebook.
Oh yeah,
tonight
we're going
and
to put it up
tomorrow
on
over the
Facebook,
weekend.
and
Yep.
so we vote or repost, right? Recomment. on when we post it.
Yeah, and if you're listening now or watching now, don't forget, we really would like it if you would share the broadcast. That would really help us gain some audience, some traction, and share the love and share the humor.
Linda said, I have a pic of me in a mask, and it looks like I'm ready to rob a bank. It feels so weird, and everybody has masks on. It just is such a different. And to know we might be wearing these for a while.
Yeah.
Wow, this is like, I know.
This is
Who would have
hardcore.
ever thought? Like, I keep thinking if we could like go back in time and say, like, in 6 months, this is what you guys are going to look like.
Yeah.
We wouldn't believe
So
it.
Beth made us a set of masks, and then
Yeah, we just got some from somebody else.
oh, do you remember her name? I'm so sorry. Roseanne.
Nash.
Joanne. Jeanette.
Roxanne.
I don't know.
I know.
I don't know. I'm
Sorry.
so sorry.
We're so
But
old.
anyway, when she sent us the instructions, even on how to open them, she had them in hermetically sealed Ziploc bags.
I know.
And she says, so I want you to know I washed my hands and I wore gloves when I made them. And man, she was high tech, I'm telling you.
Right.
When the Atwood sent us theirs, the mailman just threw them at us. They had stamps on the actual mask, so we don't know where they had been.
Okay, so
I don't know.
Chris says a smart man will always keep his wife laughing. You know, I think that's very true. As long as you can keep me laughing, I am a happy woman.
That's true.
Yes. As I told you, I can worry. I'm a great worrier.
Yeah?
Yeah. I could get an award.
Her mother actually calls it lingering. Isn't that the word your mom uses, lingering? You're not just worried? No.
No, there is a word. See,
No.
I can't.
No,
I'll think
sorry,
of it. I'll think of it once it's...
Kimmy Mancho says, Jim, you're not a jerk. You need to watch Steve Martin dance in The Jerk. Yeah, that's
We
true.
love The Jerk. I just need just this. You get the end?
Oh, Lord.
Just this. That's all I need.
Yeah.
This light, or this lamp, this chair. I just need this chair.
This remote control, that was my favorite. He's walking
Yeah.
around with a remote control. Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yep, that
I
was
know.
some good
Guess
stuff.
you had to be there.
Yeah, apparently.
Although I did read Princess Bride, one of my all-time favorites, is coming out, I think on Disney.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to be available.
We love that.
I love that movie.
All right, should we ask this question right here, dear? Oh,
Beth said, I'm pretty sure that Bob wore the one I made for you, Jim.
see? I knew it. I could tell it'd been worn before. It just had a spirit about it. So what we're thinking is, you ready for that?
Yeah,
Should we go
so
with
we're
that?
gonna put up one more question that we have for you guys.
All right, here we go. This is going to be a fun one.
All right.
You're going to like this. Like, not all of ours are fun. I mean, come
Okay.
on, people.
What do you miss about being a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I think I miss naps. I'm serious.
She can't sleep during the day. She
I
says it
know.
all the time, and then I'll go into the room and she's out cold.
I can't take a nap.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Can you guys take naps during the day? Isn't that kind of hard? I don't know what it is. Like, I'll think I just want to take a nap, and then I could lay down, and I can't. Can't do it.
Oh, Pandora just gave you a little thing. Warrior or worrier? Pandora says warrior. You want to be a warrior,
warrior
or a
or
warrior?
warrior. I
Yeah, that's
know.
good. I like that.
I know.
It's a good play on
I
words.
really don't want to be a warrior.
Jay Wetzel, my favorite loser, is here. He's a good
Oh, that
people.
she's asking me if I'm saying that. I'm saying a warrior.
Worry. She worries.
I
Yeah, not
worry.
warrior. Good question.
I
All right,
wish.
Pandora. I thought you were giving us options here.
No, I think she was
Sheesh.
saying.
All right, so weigh in, you guys. What do you miss most about being a kid? You miss taking naps. What else do you miss?
What else do I miss?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I just miss the fact that, like, you just remember when you went outside and you would ride your bike and you would ride forever. And I mean, you were bummed if you couldn't ride your bike.
Yeah.
And I would go skateboarding and
I think what I miss is the forgetfulness you had as a kid.
They're home.
Who are we waiting on? Oh, the girls are over there. They'll probably make a cameo appearance, maybe. I miss the bike riding, but I miss also that every day was brand new.
yeah.
But that's part of my ADD, I think, back then.
Right.
So every day was brand new, and you forgave everybody. You didn't carry stuff.
Right,
You didn't
right.
carry stuff for days and days on end. And then one of my favorites, Steve and I
That's
would
so
do,
true.
is we would sit on our hill. We had a hill that we would slide on in Minnesota, and of course in the summer you rode your bikes down it. We would sit on the hill because it was a perfect angle to lay on and look at clouds and talk about formations in clouds. We did that a lot. So I miss that. So what do you guys miss about
Oh,
being
these
a
are
kid?
really good.
Okay, what do they got?
Making a fort and playing in it. Oh, that's
Okay. Oh, yeah, my
playing
dad.
outside.
Yeah, my
See,
dad would bring home
playing
cardboard
outside.
for us. Yep, you could be entertained with cardboard
And
for about 2
Saturday
days.
morning cartoons with a box of
Oh.
cereal. And then you would try to get the prize out of the box,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Throw out the cereal. That's right. Who was in here?
Carefree attitude with no real responsibilities.
Say the names.
I know, but
Yeah.
Jay Wetzel.
Jay
but
Wetzel.
you know what? You kept
That's my buddy
thinking-
Loser.
I mean, I did. You wanted to grow up. Like, I wanted to grow up. I wanted to be able to go out and
Yeah.
my parents not tell me what to do.
Yeah, even when we made the film, Debbie had just died, but when we were making the film, or the trailer, I'm sorry, not the film, but making the trailer, you missed all of that because it was just all happening so fast to you. We look back on it now, we're like,
Yeah.
we should have paid more attention to some of the details.
Right.
Adam Gould, what did he say? Less
because
responsibilities equals
equals
more
more
fun.
fun.
That's true. Yeah, well said. Pandora says,
Hunting agates?
agates, yeah.
What is
so
an
she was a
agate?
rock hunter.
Oh,
So
that's-
she would hunt agates, and then they put them in a machine, and they, polish them and all that kind of stuff. It's very cool. But
The energy
kind
I
of
had-
nerdy, Pandora, I got to tell you.
James Bush said, the energy I had back then, I do just run all day. Now, after 30 minutes of work, I'm ready for a nap.
Oh, yeah.
Well, remember, you didn't consider it exercise. Like, now we have to wear something that says, okay, you need to get up now.
Yeah, I know. My watch literally will vibrate saying, "Hey, Chubby, you haven't moved in
I know.
about 7 days. Do you want to move?"
Yeah.
But I mean, I miss that stuff. The energy you had.
Right.
It's like I have my inhaler on a lanyard. I walk around with that all day because it's like you never know when you need a toot. What is Aaron Free? Hair.
Oh, okay, so Chris misses his matchboxes.
Oh.
Okay, we have to tell a story. So when we were moving,
Oh, yeah.
Jim has all these matchboxes. That
Matchbox
he, like,
cars.
Cars. Well, I thought that, yeah, matchbox cars. Anyhow, they're worth like, how much?
A lot of money.
I know, they're worth some money.
And I have the original Hot Wheels. I have a box of 24, a display case. But I have the original 9 or 10, and they're all the original. And I was nerdy with my Hot Wheels and Matchbox as a kid. I polished them. Yeah, they all still got their wheels. They all
That's
still
kinda
got
hard
all their
to
parts.
believe, isn't it?
I have that little. Shut up. I have that little surfboard car. It was like an El Camino, and it had 2 surfboards in the back. And when I brought it in to get it appraised, the guy goes, "I've never seen the surfboards." I was like, well, "Don't be touching them. And if you do, clean your hands."
Okay, Adam Gould put fishing with my grandpa. Now, I have a funny story. I always fish with my grandparents and my parents. But my grandma would say, "Fishy, fishy, bite my hook. I'll be chef and you'll be cooked." She would always say that saying. And you could never talk. Like, you were not allowed to talk. She took it very seriously. Love those moments.
Heidi Erickson says, "Catching fireflies." Yeah, in Minnesota, tons of. Neil Green says, "Another 10 years, honey, and naps will come easy." Pandora says, "John says Legos." John is not that old. He did not play with your Legos as a child, Pandora. He must have been doing that a few years ago.
And
Aaron Free says, "Hair wax for crew cut."
hair wax for
Now, Aaron Free has one of the 5 best shaped heads in
He
the country.
does. He wears it really
When my
well.
hair gets really short, it looks like I've just had
Doesn't
chemo
look
because
good.
I got dents all over.
It
I've had
doesn't.
some sort of surgery. Yeah. Herb Thorne says, "Saturday to see Flash Gordon."
Oh, wow.
Oh, my. And let's see what
Oh,
else.
putting baseball cards on the spokes of my tires and
Oh.
racing neighbors on the bike. Oh, my word.
Yeah.
I love that sound.
How many Mickey Mantles did you lose, Rick? You lost Mickey Mantles, and who else, man? Oh, some
See,
great
no
ones.
worry. Gwendolyn, no worry in the world. Not a worry in the world.
Yep. The innocence of youth playing outside without fear. Ooh, yeah, you don't do that anymore.
Oh, and hunting frogs. We would go, and when they would be
Mm.
tadpoles, and you would catch the tadpoles and then watch them grow into frogs.
We
Catch
had
the
a
legs.
golf course behind us. It was probably a 20-minute walk. It was a ways back there because we live kind of in the country. But you could go collect golf balls, especially from the driving range. Guys that hit them over the fence, and they would give you, I don't know, about 2 cents a ball or something to bring them back in. So, yeah, that was fun doing that. Yeah, and playing outside with no fear.
Chris says, "Jim, you are so cool."
What?
Don't- what are you
What?
saying that, Chris?
See, Chris? Chris is my people, honey. Chris is my people.
Ding dong ditch.
Oh, my gosh,
that's
yes.
so funny.
Okay, how did everybody get called home? Ours was
Oh.
the front porch light. It's either a porch light or a whistle, right?
Yeah.
You were the whistle?
Oh my word! I wish I could have my dad just come on here and do his whistle. He did this whistle. I'm not sure he could still do it. Literally down the street, a block away, I could hear my dad whistle. And if he had to whistle a second time, oh yeah, you were in trouble.
My parents were a little smarter. They just had the porch light. If you couldn't see the porch light and they shut that or they turned that thing on,
You're done.
you're screwed. But I think literally what most parents should do if you don't want your kids to run away is don't potty train them until they're about 14. Because they'll be home every 2 hours to
Okay,
get a
so
diaper
Sydney
change.
was nannying for a while. I guess it was 2 summers ago, and there was one little boy, and he literally would sit in the basement in just his underwear and watch YouTube. She could not get that child to go outside and play. I'm like, that's just such a different world that we live in nowadays.
Oh, now Steve Harris, who is the district superintendent for the AG out in Arizona, but Steve says hiking in the African desert while I was in boarding school. Okay, that's drop the mic, Steve. We're pretty much done there, okay? And avoiding lions on your way home and petting the cheetah and having your pet monkey sit
Hiking
on
in
your
the
shoulder.
African desert.
Jeez, Harris, you just trumped the whole thing. Should we put Harris up for line of the day?
Yeah,
Should we put him up for line of the
That's
day?
pretty good.
Steve, I don't know if he knows what this is. So, Steve, this is the dubious award that is given to everyone who receives the Line of the Day award. And you're able to possess this emotionally and psychologically, but not physically. In other words, we're not giving it to you. But you get to possess this. So if you would win the Line of the Day today, he would be able to possess this actually till Monday, the next show.
That's pretty.
So
that's
this is
2
pretty
days.
intense. So you're up against some pretty good competition, Steve, but we're going to write you down as a competition for Line of the Day about Africa.
Okay,
Adam
so
Gould is the other one right
My
now.
friend Virginia, she had 9. Well, there was 9 of them, so 8 brothers and sisters. Thank you. Anyhow, she misses riding her horses and spending all day outside exploring, which you can imagine. I'm sure her parents wanted them all outside, as you can. That would be a lot. That's a lot of kids.
Oh, so is that a line of the day, you think, just because it's global, it's competing with Steve's line of the day? Because
What'd you
she's
think?
sure,
Oh, because
Virginia's
I
line?
know. Riding horses. She's just, and now she said she couldn't even get her leg over the saddle. What is that?
I
See,
don't
now
know.
when we could really enjoy some of these
you-
activities, like,
Do you remember-
riding horses, it's like, oh.
Remember when you would bend over to pick up pennies all day long?
Right.
It's about a $20 bill before I'm
Yeah, you
bending
had to
over.
go, oh, that's
I saw
kinda-
5 run through the parking lot the other day. I'm like, nope, can't catch it. Can't get it.
Well, now you wouldn't touch it because it's
Oh,
dirty.
yeah, now we can't touch that. Oh, about 3 or 4 months ago, I bought a grabber because in our lanai right out here, the branches get stuck behind the trees and you can't get to them because there's stuff there. And so I bought this grabber. Now it's like, I think I could sell that sucker on eBay for
I know.
some money because
I'm
nobody
sure
wants to touch
everybody's,
anything.
I know.
So
Yeah.
Monday we've got some great videos coming. We're going to do a live Starbucks raid. You're going to like that. And some
Aaron
other
Free
stuff.
said I was never called home for supper.
Yeah. Aaron Free's parents pretty much just let him run the city. They didn't care. Yeah, they were like, oh, somebody will
Stephen
hopefully...
Harris said, looks like a big tooth. I'm honored.
It is a big tooth. Well done, Stephen. You didn't, Steve still has all of his teeth, but he worked in Africa, and they
Well,
probably
somebody
were
went rubber rafting down the river with their dog. Oh, our
Oh,
light.
our light just went out, people. That
I think
means
it's showing us it's time to
we
go.
may have to pay... I
it
can
has
plug
been
that
an
in
hour.
real quick. Should I plug it in?
No, we're good.
Okay,
We're at an hour.
All right, we're
We're
about
going to
done.
wrap it up.
We will wrap it up.
I
How's
know.
our audience doing?
We're good, but we should probably let him go.
All right,
They're
Aaron
gonna be like,
Free. Okay, so we have some nominees. So, honey, it's either got to be Adam Gould for the Chuck Norris line about I know Chuck Norris, best
Right.
pickup line, or Virginia about riding the horseback in the outback, or Steve Harris walking in Africa home from school with a monkey on his shoulder.
I know, that's pretty amazing.
I think I'm going with Steve Harris today. Virginia's a close
Oh,
second.
yes.
We could give out 2 awards. What?
She said Steve wins this one.
Oh, Steve does
yeah,
win this.
that's pretty amazing.
So, Dr. Harris, we would like to present you with the dubious award of the foamy tooth, the just foam tooth that you can possess emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually, Steve. If you wanted to work on that, you probably could. But you will be able to have this until Monday's broadcast. Now, when you come back on Monday, what do they have to do?
what do they have to do?
Yeah, what do we got? What's our question? we're
Oh,
giving
okay.
them for
So
Monday?
before Monday, we're going to put up about the kidney stones. Which
Yeah.
we can, if you need to see a picture of them, I can
Yep.
put the picture up again.
Yes.
And you need to name those kidney stones.
Yes.
So-
and we would like also a gift we're going to give out. We're going to give out actual superhero T-shirts. We'll mail them.
Right.
Because this is a big deal.
I know. So
This is
yeah,
epic, people.
it's Jim's own kidney stones.
Yeah, there they are, right there.
Very
so
personal.
if you needed the, yeah,
Right.
it is. And this is what makes America a great nation, that we can talk about kidney stones live on the air. Our forefathers died for this privilege.
There you go.
And so you got kidney stones.
That's far, but yeah.
So if you're joining, if you're joining late, the kidney stones have to be surgically removed. And I'm giving you a hand motion to indicate what they're planning to do. Go up inside there, and they're going to blast music up in there. They say sound waves, but I think it's actually music. So we're trying
Let's
to figure out
just
what
all
songs.
pray that I can be there with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to pray for Brent's family tonight,
Right.
and we're going to pray for who else was it? Or what else was it?
Well, well, we talked about Virginia's family. I mean,
Oh,
I
that's
think-
right.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
honoring them. I think
Yep.
that we should talk
I
about
think
them.
we should and pray for
Yeah.
all of our warriors that are struggling.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
we'll end it that way, you guys.
There's a
All
lot
right.
of people struggling right now.
So we appreciate it very much. All right, Jesus, you're amazing. We thank you for your presence in our lives. We thank you for the privilege we have of being part of your family, Lord, and how laughter can bring us together. So we pray that there were hearts encouraged tonight. And Lord, thanks that we could have a good time. We pray for those, for Brent and his family that are trying to figure out what in the world to do next. Lord, that you will give them, first of all, peace. You will give them comfort, Lord. You will give them understanding, Lord, even though it's hard to comprehend. But, Lord, that you'll help them figure out their path ahead of them. We pray for Virginia and her family and for all of our warriors, Lord, be they American or Australian or Tasmanian or whatever nationality they are, or Canadians as well, because we have Canadians watching. We ask that you would just protect all of them, Lord, especially their minds and their spirits and their emotions, Lord, and their physical being. So we thank you for that, Jesus, and bring us back again Monday to have another great time. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right, so we're going to close this out
Oh, yeah.
with the video that I showed you earlier, just because it's so cute.
Yep,
I think
here
you
you
guys
go.
enjoy it. Love you guys. Bye.
The indisputable leader of the gang.
With the world's only boxing robot, the Rock'em Sock'em Robot by Marx.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can.
Oh, what a beautiful day for Frankenberry.
HR Pumpkin Stack, who's your friend when things get rough?
Conjunction, junction, what's your